Today, I would like to discuss what does it really mean to be grateful? So in order to do that, I think we have to come to a common understanding of what does gratitude mean? What does it mean to be fully grateful? And what I've come to understand is gratitude is our ability to appreciate what we receive and experience, either tangible or intangible. Do you notice I didn't say the good we receive? No, I said appreciate what we receive. Everything. Everything. And when we receive, what we're receiving is what? An experience. It's our response to an event. And so when we can experience a tangible, we can experience, we're grateful. We're grateful for that $100, we found a $100 bill. That's a tangible thing to be grateful for. We're grateful for that we got a promotion at work. We're grateful that we got a new job. We're grateful now that we're healthy. Those are tangible things. What about the intangible thing of, I lost my job? How can I be grateful for that? Oh, wait, it now opened me so that I can get a better job. One that I vibrate more with, one that is more, that pays me better, one that I'll truly love. You see, you got to look beyond to see what are the intangibles of that event. And so our ability to be grateful is a matter of perception. How do we look at things? I can tell you that when I lost my job in 2004, it was quite a shock to me. But then I shifted my perception and realized if I hadn't lost my job, I wouldn't have gone back to school. I wouldn't have gotten my master's degree in consciousness studies. I wouldn't have become a minister. And I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, which is what I love the most of anything I've ever done. But the perception when I lost my job was, oh my God, I lost my job. I lost my identity. Because how many of us identify with what we're doing? And that's not who we are, what we're doing. We're an individualized expression of the infinite with all the power in the world to create. And man, that's something to be grateful for. So I have the perception that I am the infinite individualized as Lee. And because of that, I realize that I am here to experience more and more and more. So I am grateful for every experience because it's helping me discover more of Lee. So that's the perception which I function with. You see, in that perception, gratitude expands us to see both sides of life and to see life from the perspective of the observer. And you see, this is where most people get hung up, because we have been domesticated into believing to see life from one side. I can be happy all the time, the greatest illusion ever. You're going to be happy some of the time, and some of the time you're going to be unhappy. Some of the times you're going to be abundant, some of the times you're not going to be abundant. Contrast is the essential nature of the universe. Do you get that? And so when you can embrace it and understand that life is always in balance, guess what, my friends? You're seeing it from the perspective of the observer, of the divine. And when you see life in balance, the emotional charge is gone. You're not going to be upset because you can see the balance. The other aspect of living in gratitude is that gratitude frees us from the past and allows us to be more present in the moment. You see, if you're not grateful for everything in the past, you're going to hold on to it. You're going to be attached to it. You're going to be thinking about, oh, I did that. Oh my God, look how bad that turned out. Oh my God, look at what that person did. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you hold on to it and you live it over and over and over again. But if you can look at that event and you can say, I'm so grateful for what it did to me, what it did for me. It helped me realize that I'm so much more than that event, what I was before. And being in gratitude now, you won't drag it forward. You're able to be present in the moment. You know where most people do that? In their relationships. They keep bringing those old relationships into the new one, and the new one turns just as bad as the old one was for them. But if you can go back before you start a new relationship, or even if you're in a relationship, look at that relationship and can you be grateful for everything about it? If you can be grateful for everything about it, you're in the present moment. When you're in the present moment, you're able to experience love. Love is where everything is. When we're grateful for the past, there's nothing for us to drag into the present moment. We don't come into the relationship with all that baggage because we've let that baggage go through the process of being grateful. Grateful allows us to let go. And when we let go, we become free. You see, gratitude heals us and brings us into balance, where our body and mind experience perfect homeostasis. Do you really understand that? Gratitude gets us out of the state of stress. When we're out of the state of stress and we're in balance, our bodies function perfectly. And when our bodies are functioning perfectly, guess what? We heal ourselves naturally. I want you to know that pills don't heal you. Doctors don't heal you. There's an inner power within you that heals you. And when that inner power is in perfect balance, a perfect state of gratitude, you heal fast. I can tell you that when I had my last hip surgery, I fell. I had to have a hip replacement. I just sat there and I said to the doctor before I went in, "Doc, I'm so grateful I found you." And he looked at me sort of funny. I said, "Because when I looked for you, I found the best surgeon in all of Dallas-Fort Worth. And I realized, Doc, that all the surgeries you did before me, I'm so grateful because you've got all that experience. And what I know is that the surgery you're going to do on me is the best you've ever done. And I'm grateful for that." Do you know how that changed the energy of the doctor, of the nurses that heard me say that? Because my body accepted the truth that this was perfect, and I healed faster than it was expected. Here's another aspect of why being grateful is so important, because gratitude builds our inner realization of our creative power. We talk about here at Agape all the time that our beliefs create. Well, if you're grateful for everything, you're grateful because you realized you created that experience. And realize that that experience of that bad relationship as you look at it, or that financial disaster, realize you did create it. You were an energetic, vibrational match to it. Because if you weren't an energetic, vibrational match to it, you wouldn't have had the experience that you had. You would have had a completely different one. So it helps us realize we are creators. And when we embrace the idea we're creators, oh my God, we understand it. Now we can do it consciously instead of having lived our lives unconsciously and been victims. Gratitude takes us out of victimhood and brings us into consciousness, into the moment as a conscious creator, and it empowers us to create more. Because whatever we're grateful for, we attract more. Gratitude, can you see, changes our attitude toward life. When we are grateful, we know that no matter what we are experiencing, this too shall pass. We could be experiencing the greatest bliss in the world, and we know this too shall pass. We could have the most painful experience, we know this too shall pass. Because gratitude is a constant thing. We're constantly going to be grateful for the new things that are happening to us. And so when we understand it, gratitude allows us to live in a place of non-attachment. We're grateful for and we release. We're grateful for and we release. Why do we release? So we can create some more and be grateful for something even bigger, more expansive. Here's the other aspect of it. We cannot know love until we become grateful. Understand that love doesn't mean like, love doesn't mean lust. Love means that I can look at myself and I fully accept Lee as Lee is. But if I'm not grateful for everything about Lee, I can't love Lee, because if I'm not grateful, I'm judging. And judgment and love cannot coexist. So understand that being grateful is the ultimate expression of love. Without a complete sense of gratitude, we'll never know oneness. We'll never know what it's like to be connected to the infinite, because the infinite is oneness. The infinite only knows gratitude. It sees the balance and the perfection in life as the observer. So when we're in complete gratitude, we're in the same frequency, the same vibration as oneness, and that's where we get to have that experience. Can you tell with everything that we've talked about here that gratitude heals us? It allows us to be fully present in the moment. It wakens us to our creative power. It changes our attitude toward life. It gets us into the thing of non-attachment, where we know that this too shall pass, and that through gratitude we get to experience love. Through gratitude we get to experience oneness. Do you get? Do you really get that gratitude is everything? Gratitude is the ultimate way of living. Think about your life today and start giving thanks for everything. And when you do, you will discover a whole new you, a you that's free to create the most expansive, incredible life. And then you get to be grateful for it and then create some more. Remember, you are the power, and gratitude is a tool that you can use to use that power in its most magnificent way that benefits you and everyone that you meet. Have a grateful week.